Okay, and share. Okay, please tell me that I made this one public. Yes. Yes. Oh, there we go. Hey, Amber. Hey, Smudge. Hey, So. Hey, Dina. Hey, Mindless. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Natasha. Hey, Pammy. Hey, Kitten. Sorry it took me so long to get on. I was trying to figure out how to get the Streamlabs to stream to YouTube instead of Twitch, because it has a multi-stream function, but it doesn't have just a regular stream function where you can pick one or the other. So I don't know if that is something that they haven't put in there, but I swear you should be able to do it, but I didn't know that you could do like multi-only. So I might just see if I can do just regular Streamlabs on here, so that way I can do that. So I literally just like got sick of it like messing up, so I just ripped the green screen down, and I was like, I'm just gonna go back and put my candles back over here and go from there, because this isn't working the way I needed it to. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, is it Eb? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Hey, Tempest. Hey, Juliet. Hey, vlogging. I like the setup. Well, thanks, Tempest. It'd be nice if I like I'm just using this literally just a green sheet right now that hangs up behind me. So if I could get either just like something to stick on the wall, like I could see if I could maybe find like green like poster board or something easier that's to like move. But I'm always nervous that I'm gonna like rip that and then it's not gonna like work, and then it's gonna like hang down. And unfortunately I just can't paint the wall behind me either. But hey, Alexis, donation. Oh, not you, Alexa. You stop. No one's talking to you. Donations / super chats are better through Streamlabs, I think. Yeah, like if you do donations through super chat, it goes through PayPal. I know that YouTube says that they only take 30% of super chats, but they take like 50, so they're liars. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Jennifer. Nice job on the third floor, Natasha. I have no idea what that means. Hey, Crystal. I've never been so early. Oh, well, welcome. That happens to me all the time. I know, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, Shanley. Get a frame for a poster and put the sheet over it, and then you can hang it on the wall either. Oh, that's a great idea, Kitten. That's a great idea. I subscribed a couple of days ago and really like your content. Greetings from Switzerland. Gotta go to bed now. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in, Stephanie. Thanks for subscribing. Glad you're enjoying the content, and we will see you again very soon. Hey, Catherine. I think I gotta finish it, playing Dead by Daylight so I can complete the tier, then getting on. Okay. Hey, Caddy. First time here. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. Well, what did we want to talk about today? There hasn't been anything that like completely blew up today. Obviously, with the other day not doing the Tea Talk Tuesday, it was because of the video that Tati released. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to get this video up because, you know, and then of course, like I didn't get it up like as fast as I wanted it to. So how's your summer going so far? It's going pretty good. Back at work now. So, you know, doing the work life, which is good. It's better than just sitting home and doing nothing all the time. Not gonna lie, but I also did enjoy sitting at home and doing nothing, but I know a lot of people didn't. YouTube demonetizing multiple channels. Ooh, that's right, kitten. So there's this thing going on. Hey, Nessa, hair looks good. Thank you. That well, I shouldn't say a ton, but I mean, I saw at least like 8 channels that all just instantly, I think it was last night, just got completely demonetized out of nowhere. Like they put limited ads on like every single one of their videos. So I haven't seen anything about it. If that has been resolved or anything, does anybody know? I can check Creepshow Art's channel or Twitter to see if she said anything. Hey Millie, hey Raphael, how are you? Any thoughts on Gabby Hanna deleting your social media after pic resurfaced? I think that she deleted social media after that picture resurfaced because she knew she got caught in a lie. Whether she knew she was lying or not, who absolutely knows? But she knew as soon as people saw that picture, they were going to completely go after her, which, I mean, rightfully so, because she's like, I didn't do that. Stop telling people that I did that. That's a lie. And then it comes out where she's in a photo smiling with Curtis. So whether she remembers it or not, I have no idea. But also, don't say you never did anything if you are not sure 100% that you didn't, because you will eventually get caught in a lie if you did. She could have said, as far as I remember, I was never around Curtis after all that happened in person, as far as I can remember. Or to my recollection, I do not remember ever being around him. Is there a possibility I was? Maybe, but I don't remember. So instead of her, she just completely said, no, that's a lie. I was never around him. So, of course, as soon as people start to call you out on it, she's going to leave. Oh, it's raining. I could use some rain. It's hot here. Nick Diorio's second channel got hit while he was live in Shannon's too. I don't know how YouTube has the final say on channels disappearing. People live off channels nowadays, and YouTube makes it seem like certain people can pass by, others get screwed. Exactly, 100%. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Shadows. Are you going to talk about the chaotic grooming? Is Chaotic a Twitch streamer? I haven't seen. Excuse me. I haven't seen any of that. Grooming and sleeping with him when he used to game with PewDiePie back in the day. Shadow, I have not seen any of that. The only thing that I've seen Twitch-wise that's come across my feed was about Dr. Disrespect getting demonetized. I haven't seen any posts about Chaotic. Because I know that there was that rumor that he got, that Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch for allegedly trying to start a streaming service with Ninja, and I think, was it Shroud maybe, or was it Chaotic? I can't even remember who the third person was. But I have not seen any of that. I have to go eat dinner. All right, thanks, Desk Guy. Have a good night. As far as like YouTube demonetizing channels, like I think that they shouldn't just instantly demonetize them, except for obviously like extreme circumstances, and they should definitely like put out a warning, like, hey, we're monitoring your channel. We've seen a lot of inappropriate things on there. If this doesn't change or if you don't take those down, then we're going to demonetize your whole channel. First time catch your live stream. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Look at Rob Beauty Kirsty's Twitter. Something weird happened to her and Angelica. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Okay. Heard Adpocalypse 3 was coming. Well, that's lovely. Well, I feel like that's why they demonetized Shane's channels, was because of everything, all those videos coming out. And they're like, okay, you're allowing this to be monetized on your platform. And so then obviously that's getting brought to the attention of advertisers. And they're like, oh, we're getting our video, or our ads are on his videos. We don't want them on there. So Why are people believing Morphe when they say that Jeffrey's not an investor? Shanley, I think that I don't think that he's an actual like investor. Like, I know that he said that, I'm invested in, and we're opening stores. But like, whenever I speak about work, I always say, like I speak, as a company because I'm part of that company. I get my paycheck from them, just like Jeffrey is a part of Morphe's company because they carry his products. Now, I understand that people are like, no, he said that I'm invested in, but I take that my way of saying like, oh, like I'm invested in this company and I want to make sure they do good because I have my products in them. But I can see how people will also take it the other way, but I don't feel like that's something that they'll be able to lie about, because obviously if this gets picked up by mainstream media, obviously since Tate said he's an alleged investor in Morphe, you can guarantee that the FTC is going to look in to see all of their investors into their business, because if so, then that's a huge FTC violation, which comes with a hefty fine, which then goes to the FTC. So that if that is true, then the FTC is going to go after them for their money. Normally, what have I been? Not too much, Melzy, not too much. Just talked a little bit about demonetization and just that not too much has happened. And then, yeah. I feel like they're demonetizing anyone who talks about Carmageddon. I thought the same thing too, Tiffany. So as soon as I saw Creepshow's tweet last night, then I went and I checked my channel, but thankfully it's not demonetized. And I haven't heard of any other drama channels as of this moment that have been demonetized. Finally caught your live. Well, thanks, Chrissy. Oops, I'm behind here. Hey, Jamie. I think you hold stock, but not enough to be considered an investor. I mean, that could be too. Yeah, but let's someone do their openings if they're not vested in the company. I don't trust Morphe either. I mean, like I said, he could be a part of it, but then also James Charles does the openings, Jaclyn Hill does openings, Manny MUA does openings. Does that mean that they're all invested in the company? I think, they use them because they bring people to their store, which then brings them money. Yeah, I think I like him opening more stores, like actually cutting the ribbon and having his makeup sold by them. Yeah, they let lots of influencers do that, though. Hey, Stella. Oh, no, the Fed's going to be like, yeah, now that, it was in Tati's video and I saw, what's going on with my shirt? Some news outlet post that she said that he was an alleged investor in Morphe. That the FTC is going to be taking a look. I thought the same way as an invested as having a potential stake for the well-being of the company rather than being a partner. What's the copyright strikes against Shane? I understand. Was he legally or illegally using Sony's music? Heard Keemstar theory that Sony did a copyright since they weren't going to. As far as what I know about, the music-wise anyways on his channel, was that for him to be able to use that music to begin with, that music should have been automatically content ID'd by Sony. If I upload anything, it comes back with a content ID claim within the first few hours, if not first few days. So there's no way that it would be up there for months and months on top of that if he used the music illegally. So I feel like he paid for the rights of that. And so I'm just wondering if Sony was like, nope, we don't want your money anymore. We are no longer allowing you to use our music. They tearing up that contract for you to use that. And they said, bye, and we're claiming the video. That's what I'm assuming, but I have no idea. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Diane. Because for them to claim the video, it makes really no sense because he's already made all the money off that video. Would he make, maybe 10, maybe $20 a month? Maybe, and I'm using it as a maybe. I mean, that's a lot for saying like, somebody's going to watch that video 100,000 times in a month or something, but it's like, they're not going to make a ton of money off that video, but they completely had like, they didn't even just put like a monetization claim on it. They took the entire thing down. So I don't know. It's weird. Is it true that someone else is the owner of Jeffrey's makeup company, or is that a rumor? I mean, there's a person that has like that they are the owner of the company. So I don't know if it's because they funded him the money for a startup and this person gets paid royalties when Jeffrey started the company. I don't understand how that actually works, but there is somebody out there that says that they are the actual owner. Wouldn't be surprised if he was invested in another name, maybe his mom or a family member. I mean, that could be too. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Kate. Oh, where am I at? From the looks of it, it seems like Cry is trying to rally these victims together to defend him. Gross to hide behind your victims. Oh yeah, see, I don't know anything about that. I'll have to look into that. Sorry, I'm late already to talk about. Ooh, nice. Any thoughts about the people calling Tati out for not using her platform to talk about George Floyd? Yes, I actually am going to have a video out about that. I'll probably record it after this. It's going to be kind of a rant video. So I don't know, like some people are probably going to like it. Other people are going to say, stop defending Tati, but I'm not defending Tati. I'm really calling out somebody else in that video. So expect to see that shortly. I don't know if you guys want that to go up tonight or if I should just put it out tomorrow, but I'm just like, just some things that I've been seeing from from one person. I'm like, really, you need to stop because you are just as bad. Yeah, it's true. I forgot about the others. I think Morphe is a public traded company. I would have to. It'd have to be a finance investor. See, I don't know. I don't know anything if Morphe is publicly traded or if it's private. FTC is as bad as they are. Exactly. The FTC is going to get their money. If you don't disclose your stuff, the FTC is going to come and get you. I think there's some common denominator with them. Morphe is doing something for them. They have similar channel openings. Yeah, exactly. Unless Sony bought the series. I mean, they could have. But then why wouldn't they take down all of the videos? Because they've only took down certain videos. Hey, Desiree. Do you think that Jeffrey will really get canceled this time like Kat Von D? Or do you think this will die down and he'll be back on top? It definitely speaks volumes that he hasn't talked yet, but I think just like James and Tati, Shane just went completely off, like even though he shouldn't have. He should have went on and addressed the Smith family and not Tati, because again, that speaks volumes about character, that he was more concerned about his image, what Tati was saying, than the fact that the Smith family has called him out for what he was doing to the post for their daughter. I think they're all being extremely strategic now and running everything through lawyers, because I honestly think that this will end up in court 100%. But do I think he'll get canceled? No. He has way too many like diehard fans and that will back him no matter what. And that's their choice to do so. But I don't think he'll be canceled. Do I think it'll hurt his business? Yes. But he will get new fans over the years. I mean, he's always going to get new fans. He's always going to lose fans. He'll probably take definitely a hard hit in his business for a few years, but I don't think that he's going to be gone. He's not going to be a Kat Von D. Like, his internet presence is way too big. His brand is, I feel like his brand was bigger than Kat Von D's. So I don't see him being knocked completely down. Oh, let's see here. There's a rumor that there's over 20 plus victims, starting with his first girlfriend who was 16. Oh, geez. Yeah, Shadow, I'm going to have to look into that. I didn't hear anything about that. Maybe, I wonder if I'll have to see if Drama and Opinion said anything about it. Or even, I'm surprised Blair hasn't said anything about it. I mean, Blair covers a lot of those topics. Maybe by invested, he meant he puts a lot of time into promoting his line for them, and I and my friend owns her company, and I help her with a lot. And we say ours when we talk about, yeah, see, Kate, that's what I'm thinking too. But again, I mean, if he is invested in it, the FTC is going to find out. Hey, Marie. Thanks. I know nothing about the copyright system. Jennifer, I know nothing about the copyright system either. I have like 3 copyright claims on my channel that aren't like strikes, which is good, but they're just like, we're claiming like this 20-second clip from this video. And I'm like, really? So one of them was from like the Shane series because of music. I should go back and see. Oh, let me open that and see if that was from Sony. Is it Sony ATV that claimed those? Let me see who the claim is on my video. Limited, no ads. Where are we at? Ineligible copyright claim. So I have 2 copyright claims. That one's from Epidemic Sound. And Epidemic Sound. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, neither of them were claimed from Sony. It was claimed from Epidemic Sound. Shannon's channel is still screwed. Okay, she hasn't gotten her monetization back. Hey, Crystal. You don't mess with Sony. No, you don't mess with Sony. You don't mess with UMG either. They'll take their money no matter what. He has another owner with Killer Merch. Yeah. So it wouldn't doubt me if there was another owner to Jeffree Star Cosmetics too. Do you know if anyone has lost subscribers like Tati? She lost a lot. I know that Shane's lost over over 1 million. I could definitely pull up his social blade here in a sec when I catch up with the chat. I wish Nate would talk about all this drama. Nate's not going to talk about any of this drama because he still lives in that house that Jeffree bought him in Michigan. I saw a tweet that Jeffree and the co-owner of Killer Merch got into it because Jeffree wanted to announce friendship with Shane, and because the other wanted was that I thought it was that Jeffree wanted to drop his. Hold on, I have the tweet. Oh wait, no, that was Dustin. I don't have the tweet. Just kidding. Things got to stop happening this year. The tweet says, "My friend that works for Killer Merch just told me that they want Jeffree to announce his friendship with Shane and drop him from the line. Everyone got sent home last night because Jeffree and the other owner of Killer Merch were butting heads regarding the issue. Allegedly, all allegedly. I mean, the thing is, like, unless people are gonna say, like, I'm not buying merch from your company because you are like have Shane on your website, like, unless they know that these other YouTubers and brands and companies that they do merch for do their merch through Killer Merch, I don't think it's going to affect business. I think it's going to affect more business that people aren't buying Shane's merchandise and Jeffree's merchandise, and it's taking up warehouse space. Has Tati ever reached over 10 million subscribers? Yes, she has, and then she went back under. It's private. I checked earlier this week, and hello. Hey, Nicole. You checked what? Nate's Instagram? Don't forget to thumbs up the live. Thank you so much. From what I found at Jeff Harcon is the yes, there we go. Thank you, Pammy. Maybe because he felt like Tati was lying and the Smiths had a right to be angry. Just playing DA. I mean, but let's be honest. Nobody, like, people are always going to take what Tati says as maybe she's lying, maybe she's not. Just Dramageddon 3. But when a huge family like the Smiths come out and you don't offer them their own apology, and the fact that you didn't even apologize and say to Willow in his video when he did his apology video, I'm sorry, then I don't think it's enough. He needed to either give them their own apology, or he needed to at least say her name in his video. Hey, third time. Hey, American Princess. Weird to be co-investor in JSC. Well, somebody had to give him the money to start up the business. I know he said they started with $5,000, but a company is not going to produce all of your lipsticks with just $5,000. They're going to have some kind of financial backing in case something goes south. Why is no one talking about the Asperger's comment that Shane made in his Degrassi video? Oh, I don't think I saw that one, Lady B. None of them in the Goonies. That's different. Man, what? I'm confused. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Dev. No one's talking about it, about how Shane and Gabby would talk about Thin Girl from YouTube either. American Princess, is that in Sanders' video from today? I haven't seen Sanders' video. I'm like so far behind. I'm pretty sure the Smith family directed the hit on Shane's video. I mean, they could have. I saw somebody put out a tweet about how the Smiths own something that owns some Sony or something. I don't know. I mean, the Smiths have a very far reach in Hollywood. They've been around for years. They own a lot of companies. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So if he didn't use Sony music on all of his videos, then, you know, maybe he couldn't, they couldn't claim all of them, but they could claim the ones that had Sony music in them. There's nothing Shane could say to the Smiths was right. It was irresponsible and inappropriate, and Jada Smith said she doesn't want to hear it anyways. Yeah, but I think that it would have been a good thing for him to say anyways, because then he addressed it for his YouTube audience too. I'd move that house so quick. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, I know. Like, that's I mean, that's got to be a pretty hefty mortgage. Even if they paid cash for that entire house and it's paid off, that's still a lot of money you got to pay in property tax every year. Before or after he's arrested? Wait, what? Who's getting arrested? Hey, Sunflower. I bought the Shane merch today. Come for me. Jennifer, you can spend your money on whatever you want. Killer merch partners with some big time people like Kevin Hart. It might hurt them. Yeah, I know. Like they do like Kevin Hart. They do like West Coast Customs. They do was it? It's Adam Purdy. I mean, they do a lot of business with a lot of YouTubers and celebrities. But when you go to order that person's merch, like until you get the package, you have no idea that it's going to come from Killer Merch, most likely. I was wondering why Tati felt very calculated. I mean, she does have lawyers, so her lawyers will be influential to her acting more innocent than she claims to be. I mean, her video is very calculated because she's being very careful about what she says, so she probably can't have a lawsuit turned around and filed on her. That's what I'm understanding. Morphe Holdings are General Atlantic. And General Atlantic have a partnership. General Atlantic own a majority stake. Stocks are publicly traded. So I don't think Jeffrey has any stock in General Atlantic. Okay. Thank you, Diane. This is also crazy. Honestly, 100%. Yeah, I see your point. He's probably thinking what to respond. Yeah, I'm sure they're being very strategic about how they say things and what they say now, since everything is getting blown up on a big level now. I think he apologized to Willow privately, and then and they warned him to keep her name out of his mouth. I mean, that could be too, Kate, 100%. I mean, I think that they should have, if that's true, they should have at least allowed him to say, like, I have spoken to Willow privately, and we've already handled this matter. Because again, you know, that addresses it for his YouTube audience. Then, no, I found, but he has a contract with Morphe, and they accepted in whole. Okay. Where's Tati husband while she's acting like a victim? That I have no idea. Hey, Jeanette. Do you remember in 2014, 2015, the producers of Sony made a video of Willow and Jaden Smith and the whole fiasco? I wonder if Sony got involved with Shane's mess because of the Smith involvement. Ooh, Natasha, I have no idea. Have you seen Peter Mon's video? He's telling everything, whatever he heard or knows. It's slowly coming out in every video he uploads. Like, oh, I haven't seen it. I know everyone's just uploading so many videos now. It's hard to keep up. Plus, like, watch my own. People are discussing in a live stream. He was joking with that character that has Asperger's and had burgers coming out of there. which is exactly how I was bullied in high school, so it really hurt. Okay, yeah, I saw one of the puppet videos where he was talking highly inappropriately about adult content, but I haven't seen that one. AM Boss. No, that's from Sanders' video. Gabby and Shane would make jokes about Eugene Acuna. Oh, and then he goes on and does an entire video about welcoming her back. Hey, just saw your notification. I'm new to your channel on 11. Oh, thanks, Wanda. Jeffrey has a business partnership with Jeffrey Cohn. The company is co-owned. Okay. Isn't Jada going to bring herself to the red table? Yes, she is Sunflower. Now, is that going to be about what's happening with Shane? Is that going to be what's happening with like the alleged affair that she was having? Is it going to be about both? Nobody will really know until the video actually drops, or unless she drops a preview of it. Hey, Rhonda. Blackmail is so evil. Whatever the reason, it's just sad that anyone can do blackmail. I mean, it's so wrong to hold something over someone else's head and there's no excuse. Oh, 100%. But I mean, you can always, if you have proof of the blackmail, you can take that to the cops and, file charges against that person. So I don't know, like, why this has never been done. I mean, blackmail is a crime. So I don't know. It's just weird that nobody has filed charges against Jeffrey for it. With all this drama, where do you buy a good quality palette now? Crystal, I have no idea. I mean, if you want to drop like $150, you can go to Natasha Denona. But I mean, there are tons of makeup brands. I mean, now you just got to use this time to look for new fun brands. Oops. If Tati was working with lawyers, I don't understand why she even posted a video. I don't know either. Some people are now speculating that, okay, well, what if Tati was the one who was actually behind all this, and now she's dragging Shane and Jeffrey into it? And they're also saying like, okay, well, why did she decide to do the video now that everybody is attacking Shane for what he's for all of his past stuff coming up? Why is she piling onto that? Was this calculated? Some people are saying that there's been a video in the works for a month now, so it was supposed to be out a month ago, but they were fine-tuning things and making sure that she said the right thing and didn't say the wrong thing. So I have no idea why she dropped it now. I know that she's according to her news, it seems like she's trying to clear her conscience and say like, I was manipulated, like, no matter like what, like, even if you do believe she's manipulated, I know people are trying to say she's almost 40, like, you're an adult, don't try to say you're manipulated. But people can be manipulated at any age, 100%. Now, is she still responsible for posting that video, for like sitting down, recording that video, editing that video, posting that video? 100%. I'm not saying that her hands are not dirty in the whole situation, but if it was true that she was being fed this information as she's alleging, would she have made that video if she wasn't being fed this information? So until we have actual proof that this information was being fed to her 100%, then like, I don't know, it comes down to like, did she really get this information fed to her? Was she just doing this because she wanted to? Was she being manipulated? Was she not? So posted a video buying a Toyota Supra. Oh yeah, Jeffrey doesn't care. Jeffrey's like, I'm just gonna record this video and post it. Talk to him for sympathy. I mean, she definitely could have. Most of the stores, almost to the stores. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Marianne. If Tati has been as creepy as like, mindless, I have no idea. I wonder Shane will curl up and roll away. He can dish it out, but truly can't take it. Jar Jar, Starfish, and Tati have bigger balls. Well, I mean, Jeffrey hasn't said a single word since all this happened. Not anything. I haven't seen him on, I guess I haven't checked Snapchat, but I haven't seen any posts on Twitter or Instagram. So, yes, Dre, I finally cut my hair. It was about time. They are, Chantel. They are. It's a party up in here. A vegan. Of course, she didn't get a notification because, that's just the way that YouTube works. What she was having an affair allegedly where everybody. Apparently, from what I understand, is that Will and her had an open relationship. This is what I, have been hearing. So there was technically no affair, but people are calling it an affair because apparently she was like with some guy for like a long time or something. I have no idea. I haven't been keeping up with it. They're all blackmailing each other. I mean, let's be honest. At this point, that seems how it's going to be going. Isn't Tati doing that? Although her reasons seem odd, not sure what supposed revenue she lost. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know if it hurt, Halo Beauty. I don't think that it did. I mean, I feel like her YouTube channel is still getting the same amount of views, if not more. I mean, she launched her brand, so I don't know how she can prove that. I don't know how she can prove defamation without being able to prove that she lost money, unless she's like, well, I had to take time off. I couldn't post regularly. I used to post 5 days a week, and then I went down to 3 days a week. So I have no idea how she's going to be able to prove that. All this crap going on with Shane. No, all this crap Shane is going through. I wasn't even following him. Then I didn't see that side of him. I don't get why these things he did from years ago are being dragged up now. Every time a YouTuber's in a scandal, people always drag things up from their past. Now it's always been known that he's, had multiple instances of blackface and saying the N-word. But ever since I've been following the YouTube drama, I have not seen all of these clips about him talking about children. So I think that that's one of the biggest issues, is that it was never brought to people's attention, so they didn't know about it. Everyone is begging Tati for a video. She should have stayed silent until she could have brought receipts. I wish she would have taken more accountability, but she did at least apologize. Yeah, 100%. Like, it's like even in her first video, because we rewatched By Sisters on my Twitch live stream last night. And even in that video, she's like, it just so everybody knows, like, my receipts are stacked. Again, no receipts in the first video. No receipts came out after. She talks about receipts in this video and saying that she can't release them yet, but there will be a time that she will be able to. Again, why are we talking about these receipts if you're not going to release them? Like, I could say that I have receipts over here on everybody, but just because I say that doesn't mean it's true. Tati has shown how she threw James to the bus and it didn't help him. Yeah. I mean, I almost wonder, like, would this have went over better if James was beside her, like she said that he wanted to be? Yeah, she kind of had upper hand by staying silent, keeping everyone on their toes. Yeah, I agree. Like, she should have waited until she could have put the receipts in the video. Tati said in her video that she had to wait until it was safe. I guess with everything else coming out, she felt safe. Well, she said that she has to wait for the receipts too as well. Which shows that the character are evil, but written to be likable. I found myself liking people in her life who I know never change. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's acting like, yeah, she was being calculated with this new video. Oh, 100%. Tati isn't as she seems. She hyped up the video as all the script tweaks for a week. 100%, Kate. 100%. And she did this last year too, right before she dropped that Bi Sisters video. So that's why everyone was like, oh, Tati's going to release a video. Tati's going to release a video. And then she didn't. And then everyone's like, oh, she doesn't have a video. And then she releases the video. So I think that kind of like takes away from a little bit of the credibility as well. Like, why did you just not come out and be like, here's my video? There was no reason to do those cryptic tweets. I think she made the video as something big is going to come out about her. Oh, that could be too, Melzy. That could be too. Oh, I'm so far behind here. What do you think Jeffrey will do? I think that since Tati said that Jeffrey's going to go off, I think he's going to do nothing. I don't think he's going to do anything. I mean, he hasn't defended Shane. Nothing. Everyone's begging for Tati to speak up. Everyone looks like Tati this, Tati that. Tati's going to drop a bomb. Tati's going to make a video to break silence, and it's going to be be the video of all videos, and now everyone's bitching because it wasn't exactly 100%. They were all like, "We want the video." Then here's the video, and everyone's like, "That's not the video that we wanted." Influencer dropped their Morphe codes: Jackie Ina, Nicole Concilio, Alyssa Ashley. Gabriel Zamora also dropped his affiliate code too. Thoughts on Trisha's video about Tati. I have a lot of thoughts about Trisha's video on Tati, and that's going to be my next video. That video just rubbed me the wrong way. I know like she made some points in there, but I went back and I looked at some things and I'm like, Trisha, you of all people should not be calling people out. Videos. Hey Bruce, want to have an affair with me? Oh, Stella, are you trying to get into some drama? She profited off Dramageddon 2. Oh yeah, 100%. She made the video. Her lawyers let her make. It's crazy that everybody thinks that these influencers owe them something. Yeah, 100%. It's been known that Will and Jada and Will Smith have an open marriage. Yeah, I thought it was public knowledge too. Rylan lost 70,000 subscribers in a month, maybe because he was a Shane. 100%, Jenny. But she said the reason she wasn't wasn't posting much because of her business. So there's evidence of her saying that it was something exactly vegan. I mean, she could say like, well, I had to say that because I was being blackmailed. I mean, unless she has proof of this blackmail that they were telling her not to say anything, then she's not going to be able to prove that. As much as I thought Trisha's video was trash, she said facts in her video. Yeah, I mean, Hilda, she definitely did. But at the same time, like, it's pot versus kettle, 100% with Trisha. And like, I got some screenshots and some receipts and some information about Trisha that's going to be in that video. The country is hanging in there. Okay. Her receipts are stacked. Sure, Dan, right? I mean, do I doubt that she has receipts? No, I'm sure she does. But I mean, until she presents them, like, I'm not going to like be like, oh, she's got all the receipts. But then she goes on and says that too. And then she's like, okay, but we need to forgive these people that Jeffrey's been holding this over their heads and potentially blackmailing. But we don't know for what. Like, there could be some very serious things that I'm not going to forgive somebody for when they come out, if they're that serious. Now, obviously, there's people that are going to, lose subscribers and stuff when things come out. But don't say that you want people to be forgiven for things you don't know about when you're saying that you have receipts on everything, but you're not going to present them to us because you're using them now as like legal blackmail, basically, because she's going to be taking them to court with them. Allegedly, she said if she decides to pursue legal action. So she hasn't even said that she was going to pursue legal action. They're all dirty and no one is telling the entire truth. I think we can agree that Jeffrey was the ringleader and Shane and Tati are shady collateral damage. Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that. I'm so glad I wasn't around for Armageddon. Well, welcome to part 3, aka Carmageddon. The Daily Mail said a woman involved with Jada was a singer named August. I have no idea. I didn't know that she was involved with a woman too. I know that she was apparently was involved with another man. I wonder why Jeffrey stayed silent. I think he's being very smart about what he releases and when he's going to release it. The receipts cannot come out now with all the pending legalities. But I mean, she said that she's well within her limit of statute of limitations to do so, but she says if she chooses to proceed with legal repercussions. But she has, according to the video, she hasn't said that she's going to actually do it yet. James asked people to leave her alone and replete to a tweet. Okay, I didn't see that. He's also said that she was well aware of her wrongdoing with the Bi Sisters video. Yeah, she said that they talked and that they met in December, and then that's when they realized what was really going on. Thank you. I agree. Trisha had no room to talk about Tati's video. The tweet was a reply to his tweet to the anniversary of his shows on his social. Oh, okay, Valerie, I did see that one. Hey, Kathy. Trisha. Ooh, where'd they go? Trisha's rant video is the definition of right message, wrong messenger. 100%. 100%. Shannon Ryland must have known something bad was going to drop. Why did Morgan try to disconnect from Jeffrey? I want to know where Jeffrey is. Jeffrey's out buying cars and living his best life. He doesn't care. And apparently going on trips with his grandma. Hey, you live. I don't like Trisha and I don't watch her. GMA 3. And I have no idea who either of those people are. August. I don't know any of these people either, Julian. I am sorry. I am sorry, August. Thanks, Kate. I'm sorry. I don't follow like some things. I can't follow everything. I just saw it pop up on my Twitter feed and I didn't even like see anything. Oops. Now I'm canceled. Can you see the judge looking at Tati, James, Shannon, Jeffrey, and Carl? Oh my god, like could you imagine if that happens? Like I wonder if they would broadcast it on Court TV. Court TV is still a thing, right? I think it's still a thing. If that happens and they put that on Court TV, you know that would get some views. And if they can't, can somebody like live stream the court proceedings on YouTube? Can I do that? Maybe Jeffrey is hiding in a monastery. Right? You think Jeffrey's hiding in a monastery? If Shane is not guilty with Tati and James, why did he say that Tati was lying? Yeah. I mean, you're always going to try to get yourself out of any situation. Why do you think that Shane popped off on IG? Doesn't he know that isn't exactly? Like, if he would have just like he popped off on Twitter and then he went on his Instagram live and was screaming. And then when she mentioned her sexual assault, he was like, "Oh, you're so manipulative." Like, okay, you don't like do that to people when they're talking about situations like that. And then I don't I'm confused about what he said after that, where he said like I was molested. I don't know if like if he was trying to like refer to her or if he was trying to use that on himself, because I know that Cody Tyler found in his book where he said that he was never molested. So I don't know what he was trying to do with that, but it was not a good look for trying to save his face, because that just makes you look even worse. Jeffrey's probably on vacation, hiding from this, right? Jeffrey on vacation with 100, 200, 400-year-old grandma, right? I know, they just went to Mars. It's shady they met in December to compare receipts. Sounds planned in advance to me. I don't know, like if they both watched the series and they're like, hey, you know, things aren't adding up, and like one of them reached out to the other and was like, maybe Tati reached out to James, like, I'm so sorry, I just watched the series and all this, you know, I'm finding all these consistencies. If you would like to meet with me, you know, and we could talk about things, I'd be down. We don't know how that happened, but she also did say in December after the series wrapped, but we know that the series wrapped in November because that palette went on sale in November. So I have no idea, like a little inconsistencies there too. What do you think about Sanders Kennedy being extra? What do you mean, Issa? Hey, Feline. Shane with that embarrassing outburst, cringe, 100%. I didn't hear that Jeffrey was going to season Nan, or Jeffrey was taking her to someone house she grew up in. Yeah, like she apparently Jeffrey was like flying to his grandma's house that she grew up in, but then posted a photo from like January on his Instagram on a private jet, and people were like, "This photo is old." And then a few hours later, he's back in Calabasas with his at his house, and then the next day he's taking photos with fans out while he's recording his video. Am I not the only one, or am I the only one not buying Tati's BS? Oh, Lauren, you're definitely not the only one. No. Do I think that she do I think that some of the things that she stated were true? Absolutely. Do I think that some of the things that she stated were false? Absolutely. Do I think that some of them are getting twisted and she's twisting them more in her favor than out of her favor? Absolutely. But let's be honest, every YouTuber who ever comes out and does anything does that exact same thing. So there's always going to be lies in the video and there's always going to be truth. And it's basically up to us to decide what we believe and what we don't and what we can find and pick apart. Please like the live, guys. Thank you, Kate. Orange County. I don't know what Orange County means. I know it's like a county in California, but actually seeing the real Shane. Holy crap. Finger meat typos. Oh, okay. I feel sorry for any judge that has to put up on Jeffrey. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back. Yes, Shane should have not went off on social media. It looked really bad when he was already in hot water. Exactly, 100%. I think Shane is losing his mind. I mean, I'm sure he's under a lot of stress and a lot of pressure right now. I mean, and if this was happening to any of us, like, just think, like, it'd be, extremely stressful, just not even on a celebrity level, if somebody is coming out and claiming these allegations towards you, but then to have it amplified by, hundreds of millions of people, because it's not just YouTube this is on. Like, normally YouTube drama basically stays on YouTube, but really, like, the PewDiePie situation was national media. Then, the Dramageddon 2 made national media. I don't think Dramageddon 1 really did anything, but I mean, it's to the point where this blows out. Like, when it's a big situation, it blows up and it makes it to national media. Now, I haven't seen it actually on, like, CNN and stuff like that the James Charles one was, but it's getting close. I think it's all about the money for Tati. I mean, it's all about the money for all of them, let's be honest. Shane seemed very guilty reaction to Tati's vid the way to 100%. 100%. I think any of them, or I don't think any of them are innocent or being 100% truthful. I just believe Tati more because prior to this, she wasn't involved in any drama. Shane has lost credibility big time. Yeah, I mean, up until, I haven't seen any situations with Tati up until Dramageddon 2. I mean, could there have been? Yes. Do I know? Possibly. Hi from Tampa, or hi Bruce, from John in Tampa. Well, hey John, thanks so much for the super chat. And I don't believe Tati's BS. It's a cover for what's about to come out about her. Yeah, I mean, I've heard some rumors about some things about Tati that are coming out. I'm trying to find them, look into them, but I haven't been able to find anything yet. But just know that not everybody's hands are always as clean as they want you to think that they are. The beauty community is so toxic. And see, Carmen, I don't think it's the beauty community. I think it's a select group of people in the beauty community that are always involved in drama. I mean, there are some people who, when drama comes their way, they choose to not be involved. Now, I mean, that can be the same thing, like with any group of friends too. You always have that one person in your friend group that is always the person that talks crap about somebody else. I mean, we all have them in our friend group where as soon as somebody has an issue with somebody, they let everybody know, whether that's somebody that they don't get along with at work or somebody else in your friend group or somebody that they met on the street. Like, they will let you know, like, I can't believe that this person did this to me. How about the idiot putting out the video that Shane, oh yeah, Kate, that was so gross. That guy that put out the video that was like, I've heard from a source that Shane's been taken to the hospital. Like, that's disgusting. Like, the fact, and then he like included like in parentheses like live footage. I'm like, that's just crossing like a new low. Like, there's clickbait and then there's like, that channel needs to be gone. I'm not defending Jeffrey and Shane, but Tati, it's all about the vitamin. Oh no, okay, don't say it's all about the vitamin. She's gonna come for you. been watching on my TV, but I wanted to chat, so now I'm on the phone. Oh, hey, Melissa. Shane has done things he knows he'll get negative attention for. He did this office videos for shock value, and now that it's an issue, he's getting bad attention. Now that it's an issue, he's getting bad attention for this. I mean, I feel like from every time that Shane's been brought up, I've always seen people bring up those videos. So even before I started following the drama community, I'm going to assume every time somebody had an issue with him, they brought up those videos, but I just don't think that it ever got brought up to the massive scale that it has, that people paid enough attention to it. So I think, like they always say, like, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So like when his channel had like 10 million subscribers, 12 million subscribers, 15 million subscribers, and I think, honestly, him pairing up with Jeffree Star, too, also brought him a lot more hate and a lot more people who were digging into his past and finding more things. So I think that people have always had a problem with the things in the past. It's just that it's never been brought up in such a massive scale where it made it to so many people's attention. But I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm seeing. Talk like real, but she's a makeup artist, so she can probably make her face look really thin. Maybe she's stressed because she was losing money. I don't know. I mean, she did say that she wasn't like really sleeping or eating or something like that for a couple of months. There was an article about Jeffree Shane in the New York Times. Yep, so it's starting to blow up. Love your channel. Keep up with the great work. Going to bed. Good night. All right. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. Oops. Where'd that go? Watched a vid from a lady that had interactions with Tati and her lawyers. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I think Jeffree is the number one instigator in all this. I think he manipulated Shane and Tati. Yeah, Jennifer, like, if you go back, like, and look at every single Dramageddon, who has been involved in every single one? Jeffree. So, and I mean, maybe Shane also thought that when he was going to make the series with Jeffree, that Jeffree had changed. Jeffree showed him that he had changed, and he wanted to highlight that. And in the process, Jeffree was able to manipulate him into doing things that even he didn't know he was being manipulated in. Because let's be honest, a person who can manipulate people that easily, or that well, you're never going to realize that you're being manipulated until it's too late. Petty Page's videos are great. 100% agree. There was drama with Tati and a smaller channel over the Emily Noel palette. But yes, that's true, Vegan. But that was because she said that she didn't like the palette, and then somebody called her out on it. It's like, you can have an opinion and say you don't like the palette. I think because it was what oh gosh, what was the palette name? She had two palettes. It was like the wants and the needs palette, I believe. And I think I don't know which one. She liked one of them, but not the other, I believe. I'm trying to remember. But I do remember this drama now that you're bringing it up. But I swear she liked one of the palettes, but not the other. I could be wrong. But I mean, she could have maybe not liked both of them. But just because you don't like a palette, then people come and attack you because you stated your opinion, I think is just silly. I mean, just because that palette works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for somebody else. They changed their opinion like 100 times. Oh yeah, 100%. I found the article about Shane Jeffree in New York Times. I googled it. Okay, perfect. I'll have to check that out. The vitamins were the straw that broke the camel's back. 100%. Yeah. Damn those sugar pill vitamins. All right. All these things, vitamins, so strange to me. Like, makeup is nice, but nice and pretty, but vitamins are so strange to add to the mix. They're really expensive vitamins. Yeah, I mean, apparently it was something that she'd always wanted to do, and she wanted to make them better, and I don't know. Don't believe everyone 100% in this situation. 100%, Zoe, I agree. The vitamins that just change the color of your urine. Oh, no. I think there was an orchestrated attack to release Shane's past. all at once, and Shane privated those videos, not to hide them, but because he realized he needed to be off the internet. Yeah, but Kate, I also think that he should have removed those videos off the internet like the last time people started to bring them up, and the last time he issued the apology. When he issued his apology the first time about doing blackface, he should have got rid of those videos then. The fact that he left them up, they should have been taken down right after his first apology video, because I think Shane's smart enough to know how the internet works. He can delete all those videos that he wants, but 100% there are multiple people that have copies of his entire catalog. So even if he deletes them, they're never going to be gone because people have copies. So I think he should have just deleted them as soon as the day he was going to issue his apology. Right before he posts that apology, he should have erased all those videos and said in his apology, I'm erasing all these videos, not because I'm afraid that people are going to find them, but because I now realize how wrong it was for me to do these videos. And I realize now how much hurt I'm bringing to people with these videos. And one, I do not want to be profiting off these videos anymore. And two, I don't want this content on my channel anymore for it to be able to hurt other people who haven't seen it yet. I know that there's always going to be copies of these videos out there, but I don't want them on my channel anymore. That's what he should have done. I can make a vitamin pill. Will Tati come after? Better be careful, Crystal. You never know. Not to sound shady, but Tati went way too heavy on the bronzer. Oh no. Let's see. I think Tati was the mastermind behind this whole thing. Why we heard about making a video. I mean, I have this like huge conspiracy theory in my mind. I mean, if you guys want me to release my conspiracy theory video, I have like this massive conspiracy theory that I can put into this whole situation. I need to sit down and write it all out, because even in my own mind, I'm like, okay, you're starting to lose it a little bit. I mean, anything is possible, but I got a conspiracy behind all this. Jeffrey's a common denominator. Yes, 100%. Do you think Jeffrey got involved with Shane intentionally to eventually take him down, or do you think their friendship was real? Mandy, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I don't see why Jeffrey would want to take Shane down, because him and Shane aren't in the same space on YouTube. I could see him wanting to take down James, but there's no point to take down Shane, especially if you could use Shane to your advantage. I think this is very true. The pills are definitely at least partial favor of Tati's video, partial factor Tati's video. Why did it take a year for Tati to publicly apologize to James? But I'm not a fan of any of. Yeah, I don't know why it took a year either. But excuse me, sorry, I'm catching up in the chat. No, it wasn't about like Emily's palette. I think it is what she said. Okay. I mean, I can go back and watch that video too, Hilda. But I remember that there was an issue with that. Hashtag it's all about the pills. Oh no. Why doesn't Shane have a PR and a lawyer? I'm sure he has a lawyer. I don't know why he doesn't have a PR team. If we get court TV on this, punishment should definitely be public spankings. Oh no. It was interesting info. Love your haircut. Oh, thanks, Lawrence. Release the conspiracy video. Release it. Yes, on the conspiracy. Yes, conspiracy video, please. Yes, do it. Yes, conspiracy. I always love a good conspiracy. Yes, we want to hear conspiracy. Yes, release the Kraken. Please release the conspiracy. Hey, Alex. I want to hear your conspiracy. DM your conspiracy later. All right, Kate, I will. Definitely want to hear conspiracy. I believe J-Star can live without the internet drama, but he chooses to involve himself more. Or chooses to involve himself even he has nothing to do with him. Yeah, I mean, Crystal, I can definitely agree, but you have to remember that drama always sells. So anytime that your name is out there, they always say any publicity is good publicity. So if you're involved in drama, it's going to sell, most likely. It's going to put your name out there. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, Jeffree Star, I forgot. I need to order another palette. And the people don't even read the article. If you involve yourself in other people's drama, again, to get your name out there more. So I do too have a huge conspiracy. Oh, vegan. We'll have to compare notes and see if we're on the same conspiracy level. Being awkward is Shane's brand. It would make sense to have a PR person. Yeah. I mean, you would think, you always want a PR person anyways, to run things through just in case. Like Petty said, this is an infomercial for vitamins. Yeah, I mean, infomercial for vitamins, and Jeffrey's was an infomercial for the palette. I think we all have conspiracy theories. With this one, drop that video. Okay, I will definitely spend this weekend like fine tuning my conspiracy and putting it all together. But I will be out of town this weekend for the holiday. But I'll be back Sunday, so I can either record it Sunday night, have it ready to go for Monday, or record it Monday morning. So I will make sure I'm going through and writing everything down. Hey, Jennifer. They all have dirty hands, though. Yeah, 100%. None of them are innocent in this entire thing. And I'm not saying that any people are innocent. I know there's a lot of comments underneath my video that were like, why are you defending Tati? And really, that last video was more of like a breakdown and my reaction to what she was saying. Do I think that she is telling the truth 100%? No, I do not. But that was what, when I was watching the video, that was my reaction at the time. Like the one thing, like if I put out my videos like right away, I noticed that, I will always have a little bit more of like a what or like an emotional reaction to everything because I haven't had time to completely process and think everything through, which is why, a lot of my videos, like the drama channel drama videos, usually are just, straight facts with the receipts. And then, like a little opinion here and there. And then any other video usually takes a little bit of time because I want to be able to process everything and then not have any kind of emotions in it. But when I was hearing some of those things, I'm like, are you serious? Like, Shane, you said that James wouldn't do that because he's a narcissist. Like, really? Like, but obviously in a situation like this, you want to always get your video out, as soon as you can. So that way people know what's going on. But I try to be able to process things, but obviously when this happened when I was at work, I wasn't able to watch the video. And then I had, and then I tried to do everything and all that other stuff. So I don't know. But I try to like watch the video at least a couple times before I make a post. But this one I was like, I got to get this video up because I haven't put it out yet. Are you going to release a palette with your conspiracy video? No, Diane, I will not, unfortunately. Do you think the internet will catch fire if Jeffrey never releases a video? I don't know. I think people are going to think it's shady that he hasn't stood up for Shane already. So the fact that, neither of them have really said anything except for Shane's rant. I'm surprised that Rylan left his tweets up, honestly. I went back and I looked at those the other day. I'm like, wow, he really left those up. Whereas Shane deleted his tweets. So I found that interesting too. I sent you a DM about the article about Shane. Perfect. Thank you, Jenny. I would buy a Bruce palette. Oh, thanks, Crystal. And vitamins might make your nails grow, but it won't clean them up. Mm-hmm. Why would he defend Tati versus the other two? Why would who have defended Tati versus the other two? Any comments on here for the tea saying it's perfect timing for her to make a comeback? She's been saying that she's been making a comeback for over a year now. But then she said, I don't know if she said it in a tweet or like in a live or something, where I thought she said that she just didn't want to make videos anymore. I mean, I could be wrong. But I thought she said something about like she just didn't want to do videos anymore. So I don't know. I would probably buy your palette, Bruce. I bet it'd be badass. Oh, well, thanks, Rhonda. I finally got my phone. Was starting dessert. I'm talking to my brothers for the 4th. Wait, I'm taking to my brothers for the. I can't read. I finally got on my phone. I was starting dessert. I'm taking to my brothers for the 4th. No bake dessert lasagna. Had to make graham cracker crust cheesecake. Oh, very nice, Jennifer. Some people will buy. Oh yeah, some people will always still buy his product. Like he's not going away. And Ryland's tweets. Don't try, Deb. I will tray you if I want. Okay, I will tray you if I want. It doesn't matter to Jeffrey or his fans. They don't care. No. Nobody wants here for the tea back. Well, I'm sure some people do, Jennifer. I can't say nobody. What will your merch? What will be your merch? I don't know. I mean, because I was using another day, another drama, and then somebody sent me a message like, oh, somebody else uses the intro, and I was like, oh, well, that's no fun. But then we were watching Sebastian's video the other day. I was like, oh, it's Sebastian Williams who's using it. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if I can use that on any merch or anything for the future, but I don't really plan on doing any merch or anything until I hit like 10,000 subs or something. To be like the 10,000 sub like launch party or something. But I mean, I'll have to look and see like if it's trade. I mean, it could even be trademarked. I have no idea. Riley needs to worry about getting Shane to counseling. I mean, they need to just back off the internet for a second. I'd be more concerned about trying to figure out how you're going to pay for that $250,000 G-Wagon. What is everyone's thoughts on Jeffrey buying a car for someone while Shane is losing his mind on Insta Live? I mean, I think to me it's just proof that Jeffrey doesn't care. Like, why was he not at his friend's house instead of buying a car for a video? And a graham cracker pie crust caught my iron on fire. Oh no! It caused the spring farm pan to leak and so much butter. And because I'm so stupid, I put a cookie sheet under it to catch dripping butter. Oh no! I think Jeffrey planned to befriend Shane just to ruin his career. They both suck, but I don't know. I think Jeffrey's behind all this, and he is hiding, buying cars, and meeting fans, pretending to be with his grandma. Yeah, I mean, conspiracy theory. Remember when Jeffrey was carting around with a 103-year-old grandma, but taking pictures of the right? I know. I thought that they were on, a private plane to go visit the house and wherever she grew up. And then we're out taking photos of fans while buying supercars. Maybe you can have a Zoom launch. What's a Zoom launch? I thought they were driving around with his previously owned cars. I don't know. Jeffrey bought Jeffrey bought himself a car from someone. He didn't buy someone else a car. He bought someone else's car. Like somebody like sold him a car. You can always say another day, another shit show, right? That's true. I thought Shane was working out and losing weight. Well, I mean, he does say after every time he films a series, he usually just like hibernates and ends up putting weight back on. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've really seen, from what I mean, I don't think he's really looks any different from his videos. I mean, you have to remember too that it can always be angles of how he's holding his phone and stuff like that. But I bet Jeffrey's in a secret room with 100 TV screens watching everything go down. I mean, he could like have a drama channel on every single like in a huge room with like 45. I mean, Sanders does say that he's watching watching all the videos. A Zoom launch is an awesome idea. I have no idea what a Zoom launch is. I don't really see progress either. I don't think it's rude. Also, I mean, I don't eat healthy either, and I drink a lot of soda. When you do merch for us, subs can be on Zoom. Oh, so then like everybody can like call in and stuff. Is that what that means? I don't know how any of this works. I don't know how the technologies work. I like Now Let's Be Honest for merch. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, sometimes cameras can change the way you like. Oh yeah. Sometimes I think this was a twisted social experiment that blew up badly. Yeah, I can see that. That car is gorgeous. I saw just like a clip of it. But he also just buy like another car. He has a new car in his garage too. Besides the purplish one that he bought. He bought some like blue something or other. God, he said what it was, but I can't remember. He bought a blue car and a purple car. But like the blue one only has like 500 miles on it. Zoom is just like Skype. Okay. Rylan has to deal with that fresh dinner company for get which one? The one that delivered. Is it Hello Fresh? No, it's Blue Apron. Blue Apron is who they use theirs for. So the Toyota Supra is the one that he just bought, but he bought another car because the Supra was the purple one, but he has some other new blue car in his garage too. Zoom launch is something you do online, but be careful because it can get hacked. As my kids' school had a Zoom class and it got hacked. With inappropriate pictures and profanity. But this is a month ago. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Tiffany Blue Me Soros. I have no idea what that means. Like I've been watching him for years and it was shocking to see. Retail therapy in the form of a car shopping. Gosh, these people have so much money. Right, Chantel? I know, like retail therapy for me is like, oh, I'm going to go buy a new pair of jeans. It was not Jeffrey who recommended to Shane about doing the, was it not Jeffrey who recommended Shane about doing the palette? Because he thinks, it was Shane's idea to have a palette pitch in the makeup factory during the first season. But then Jeffrey was like, well, I don't know why you've never done a product. So I mean, Shane kind of brought it up first, but Jeffrey was like, yeah, let's do a product. Card appreciating value. He should buy real estate, like his own island. Oh, he has plenty of real estate investments too, he said. Hey, Laura. His Birkin collection could feed 10,000 families for a year and then some. Oh yeah, 100%. What the stupid autocorrect? It was a Soros. I don't know how to spell it. Okay, is that the blue one was a Soros? But that's a new one too because he hasn't had that in the garage before. He said he just got it and he has like 400 or 500 miles on it already. Because one person can't have too many cars. Yes. Because and let's be honest, his car collection is worth probably like 10 to 20 people's homes. I mean, almost every single one of his cars these days seems to be about $250,000. Didn't it start with Jeffrey talking over Shane's merch? Well, I know that they talked about Shane doing, he's like, oh, we're gonna, convince you to come do a merch with us. But I remember it was in the first series with The Secret Life of Jeffree Star when they go to the factory with Shane, Jeffrey, Garrett, Ryland, and Andrew. And then they go into the room where Jeffrey did his first pitch for the company. And Shane's like, oh, I have an idea. What if we all like come in and pitch you our products? So now you're the owner and we're pitching products to you. And unless I'm getting like my timeline confused, because I thought that then they talked about like not about doing a product. But I could be wrong. I could be getting it completely backwards. Tati husband has called for history, drug convictions, lawsuits, and his dying mother signed over the house on the same day her auction was turned. Oh, Diane, I did not know all that. Jeffrey is also the one who switched his merch to killer merch when Shane said his merch didn't sell it out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, go to try one. Tiffany Blue Soros. Okay. Shane said how he wasn't making money off his merch. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But I think that was when they were like touring the merch part. That was in a different part of the series, I think, than the other part. Because that was like when Shane and Jeffrey, or when Shane was dressed up as Jeffrey versus when all of them went back to the factory, he wasn't dressed up as Jeffrey. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be getting these videos backwards. The truth is going to come out, and the Tati Jane. Oh yeah, there's always going to be more that comes out. Exactly. So much good could have been done in the world with that money, right? Yes, he could end he could end homelessness single-handedly. Oh, Jeff Bezos could end homelessness and hunger in the world single-handedly. He just chooses not to. These people work from home. Where are they going with these cars to the Gucci store? I guess they use them once in a while for. I mean, Chantel, that's pretty much what they do with them. Let's be honest. Hey, Shanoa, I love the haircut. Looks gorgeous. Thank you very much. I literally was thinking of you right before I got on live because I was on Twitter and I saw somebody who was who did a video about stuffing hot dogs into pickles and deep frying them. I'm like, I bet Shanoa would love this. Guillermo's. Feeling that reminds me. Remember how in Shane's video, his apology letter, he talked about like, was I excited to watch Tati go all Game of Thrones on James's ass and expose everything? Yes. It's so funny how she then turns around and does it to him, and now he has a problem with it. So remember that humble pie that he wanted James Charles to have? Looks like a slice just got served right back up to him. So Jeffrey, he said he'd do the same thing to Shane's merch and should make more money. They spoke for, yeah. So like, I think they said it's like a 70-30 split, where Shane gets 70% of the sale, the price, and the company gets 30. I guess I'm just gonna have a lot of Shane branded slime they need to get right. Yeah, because that slime hasn't come out yet. How do we let someone who doesn't care about makeup become one of the top beauty gurus? Right, Crystal? That's a good question. Regardless, they're both confidential. They're sad to see this whole thing go down, but they brought it on themselves. 100%. Yep. I mean, everyone can be like, how can you like say that, or how can you be talking about all this? Like, none of us did any of this. This is all them. Jeffrey is scared to face everyone. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure as soon as he comes back, he's going to get dragged. He's already getting dragged. I'm sure he sees it. He's on Twitter deleting tweets, so it's not like he's not seeing things. I could definitely see Jeffrey being jealous of James Charles because yes, Jeffrey was big on YouTube and JSC blew up and Jeffrey helped. But I'm sure he got pissed with Sisters Apparel was he. Yeah, but what I don't get is like, even if Sisters Apparel was huge and selling more than your merch, that's making you money. Like, to cut that off is like a dumb business venture. Like, the amount, because I remember them saying like in like was it the first video of the new series where they went back to the warehouse and like, oh yeah, all of this merch is James's and we go through it like once a week or something. So I mean, that merch was probably bringing him in easily like a million, if not millions, just for producing and selling that merch. Obviously, it's bringing in James Charles way more money, but he's still making millions off of that merch. Why would you be mad and upset about that? It's like, you know what? Go get that money. I'm still making millions off of you. You get what you put out into the world. Hey, I'm back. I saw Without a Crystal Ball video. She got an email warning about saying, she got an email warning her about saying bad about Tati. What? That's in her video? Actually, I'm bothered, but he does not know what to do. He's scared. Oh, right, 100%. Let's see. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for speaking on this. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Abby the Bear. Eat your pie, Shane. Oh, yeah. You tell him he needs to shove that darn pie down his throat. That's why you have to put love on top. That's why you have to put out love out. Exactly, right? I'm so happy that your channel is blowing up. Oh, well, thanks, Abby. Shane didn't get Shane just didn't get the slice pie. He got the whole pie. Right, Jenny? I know. Like my video, when I talked about that, I'm like, that wasn't a slice of pie. That was like a whole damn Sara Lee factory. Okay, that wasn't a slice of pie. I think he's scared. That's why he's hiding. I mean, that could be too. I mean, maybe he just doesn't know exactly what he wants to say yet, because he knows that everybody's gonna like pick apart anything that he says with a microscope. Like Tati said, he's so bitter that his rivals making money off of him, which I don't get. Like, because you're making money off of your rival. Like, I'm sorry, if I had a merch company and I was making millions of dollars off of somebody's product, like I'd be like, yeah, I'll just promote your merch more, like less money that I have to do. I mean, you already have a successful multi-million-dollar brand, like, but I mean, some people's egos matter more to them than anything. Jeffrey is smart, but he lets his jealousy get the best of him. I can definitely see that, Lee. Yeah. What about the conspiracy that Nate owns Killer Merch? No, I don't think Nate does. I don't think that that's true at all. Do you think Jeffrey will come out with a video addressing this? I think he's going to continue to stay low. I think he sees that all of the attention is on Shane and Tati. Obviously, there's some on him, but there's not as much. But as soon as he comes out and releases a statement or a video, all the attention is going to shift over to him, because everybody's already had their time with Tati and with Shane. What he should have done is release a video right away when all this came out, and like Shane went on his little Instagram rant, because then people would have 3 different people to talk about, and then it would scatter everybody in different directions. But right now, everybody is still focusing on Shane and Tati. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Shane should make a video of him eating the hugest slice of pie. Maybe he could do a mukbang with Trisha. That's Jeffrey's problem. He's the one who he sees everyone as a rival instead of an equal. Oh yeah. J-Star has invested in Morphe. I wonder if he invested before or after James was supposed to do a makeup line with Morphe, like Tati said in her video. See, I don't think that he's actually an investor. I mean, if he is, the FTC is going to come for him and take that, and that's going to be made public. And that's going to come with like a massive, massive FTC fine. Because think of all the videos that he did about Morphe and promoted them. Think about, all the times that he's just like promoted other people who are promoting Morphe. Like, I don't think he's an investor. I mean, I think, he can probably do some shady things behind the scenes, but I don't think he's that dumb to do something like that would potentially cost him probably millions. And potentially jail time. But I could be wrong. I mean, you never know. In all honesty, one of my friends got some of his merch when Jeffrey was still in charge of it, and the customer service sucked and the quality sucked. She got a sweatshirt for her daughter. Yeah, I saw some people like having issues with merch. I wonder if it's gotten better, since obviously that first launch was, everybody buying it. So they were like mass producing it as fast as they could, but who knows? The thing is everything that everyone is saying contradicts each other. Everyone has their own separate truth. Exactly. That's why you got to like take what they all say with a grain of salt and see what everybody says, then start to compare their stories and go from there. So until we get a statement from Shane and a statement from Jeffrey, the only thing that we have to go off of is Tati's statement. And now people are taking Tati's statement from this video and comparing it to inconsistencies from her first video. And I went back and I watched her first video, and she said in there multiple times, like, oh, things that people have been telling me, things that people are telling me, things that I've heard behind the scenes. So she's said in that video that the people were feeding her information. So, I mean, she put that in the video, so that's out there. Jeffrey's customer service sucked. He's empty inside, healthy, loving, compassionate. People don't act like that. Shane's new sponsor, Sara Lee, Betty Crocker, and Duncan Hines. We all know how Jeffrey and his lawyer has his lawyers on speed dial. They're probably telling him not to say anything at the moment. That's what I'm thinking too. I feel like Jeffrey won't say anything do anything for a whole year. I mean, is this going to be a yearly occurrence? Are we going to be talking about this for the next 5 years, like annually? Can I ask the question? If a victim does come forward and all this, will people believe and support him and turn on James again? Vegan, that's a good question. Also, the thing is too is that when, say, this victim does come forward, alleged victim comes forward, are people going to believe them? Because remember what happened to Sam and Gage? Everybody said that they were clout chasing. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee. J-Star should say F this, we're all going down, and just release everything he has, right? I mean, if he's got enough to bring down the entire beauty community, but I mean, we shall see what happens. I don't know. I don't know if I could take all that at once. That's a lot of information to have to process. I do have to say, for the people saying that Tati was old enough to know better, I have to say I just have to say I'm almost 42 and I've been manipulated by people when I was in my 30s. It does happen. 100%, Jennifer. I agree. There's no limit. There's no age limit on manipulation at all. Oops. Hold on, catching up in the chat here. Oh, good point about the FTC. Sorry, but people Repeat Tati about her age should have known better. That gets to me. Yeah, I agree. I feel bad for the people who trusted Jeffrey not to talk about what happened with them, only for Jeffrey to offer to put the evidence for everyone in the room during the Mom's Basement podcast. Well, I think in the Mom's Basement podcast, the only one who was in the room was Banks, because Keem was still in New York and Colosso was in the Australia. I don't know where he's from. Overseas. So the only one that he could have played it for on pause was Banks. But what I'm also wondering too was, like, was this audio recording that he has on his phone one of the interviews that Shane did for the docuseries, since they were going to allegedly make this docuseries about James Charles and his behavior behind the scenes? Is this an audio recording from an interview from that victim that he then just took a clip from to put out there? So do they have actual victims who said, who were like, okay, I'll do an interview for you. And then maybe they didn't include that into the series because the victim was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, take me out of it. So I don't know. Another conspiracy. But he's actually promoting Morphe on his channel. He always speaks highly of them, but he never makes videos on Morphe products. He uses his products from Morphe on his channel, and I know that he's used Morphe products on his channel before. But then also remember when he did that Morphe foundation review, he didn't do that on his channel. He did that on Twitch. So that way it got less views, less people watched it. Because that foundation was not good. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, Manny got dragged for saying, like, the foundation wasn't good, but I mean, if you have oily skin, it's great for you because it's super drying or something like that. And use my code. And people were like, you literally said this foundation was not good and you're telling people to go buy it and use your code. Oh my God, I hope it's not annual, right? I mean, this is the second year in a row we're talking about it. I think for Jeffrey, publicity is publicity, whether it's good or bad. He truly doesn't care. I 100% agree. Okay, well, apparently Alfie was having some fun. Hey, Wacky. Is the alleged victim of James Charles a minor? Because from what I remember, the guys were referring to appeared to be his age. Yeah, the two, like Gage and Sam, are like both over 18. I think like 19, 20. Like, they're around the same age. I don't know how old this alleged victim is. Tati made herself the victim in both videos. Well, I mean, you're not going to go on your video and be like, I'm the villain behind the entire situation. If Tati was Jane's mentor, mother figure, or friend, she should have spoken to him privately about what she was hearing and not drop the damn video. I 100% agree, Kate. 100%. Like, it doesn't matter what your child does to you. You don't go, basically, let's say you're not a celebrity. Well, let's say your kid does something that makes you super mad. You don't go to the news station and sit down at the anchor desk at the 5 o'clock news and expose your child for the world to see. She should have never released that video. Or if she wanted to, she could have recorded that video and sent it directly to James and to James only and say, I made this video. I'm not releasing it, but here is what I need you to hear. And then she could have just sent it to him. He could have saw it and he could have been like, oh my God, you're right. I'm so sorry for things that I've done. But also know, like, you know, I tried to reach out to you and all this stuff. She could have sent it directly to him and not put it on the internet. Hey, caller. Good question about the Shane audio clip. With the vid Shane put out about hidden cameras, sharing that info with Jeffrey, I can see with enough money, you could wire a house up to the point where you could record anything in your house without them knowing. Oh, 100%, Melzy. 100%. I mean, there's that. Then there's some other things that I have in my conspiracy little brain that I'll save for the video. But trust me, like, you know, there's a lot of conspiracies that can be running with this. I have to go. I love talking. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in, Diane. Too bad Nate probably has an NDA. I would love to hear his perspective on everything going on. I don't know if he has an NDA, but like I said, I'm sure Jeffrey has the deed to that house that his family's living in Michigan. I mean, that's my conspiracy, allegedly. So I'm sure if he comes out and says anything, then gone. But I'm saying it again. Nate obviously is back on his Instagram. He's having social media presence, even though Jeffrey said that he never really wanted to be on social media. But then he comes back onto social media. Weird. However, if Nate wanted to start making bank, the only thing he's got to do is start up an OnlyFans. I mean, he would definitely jump up into like the top like 0.1% of creators of OnlyFans in a day. Emma Chamberlain needs to drop a video. Oh no, what's going on with Emma Chamberlain? I want to know why the Sister Squad broke up. That's what I want to know. AKA no accountability from Tati, even if she apologized. And Garrett was in the hidden camera vids, and now he's MIA. Yeah. Well, and Garrett's been, you know, liking some shady stuff out there. So I think Garrett walked away a long time ago. Yeah, he was in that video recently, the hidden camera vids, but that was like what, like two months ago. So I think he was like, I feel like he was already distancing himself as it is. She then said she was manipulated. Watch Ashley, Kyle, and Tati. Crystal, which video of Ashley's? I need to go back and watch Peter Mon's other. Yeah, I have to watch Peter Mon's vids too. Hey. Tati released that video is similar to the trend of parents shaming / punishing their child all night, right? Vice versa is going to be making some vids too. I said, yeah, I saw that. Nate has merch and he had some stigmatism behind that. Apparently it's stolen artwork. Yeah, somebody just took a copyrighted image off of the internet and put it on his merch. I would absolutely drop a coin for Nate OnlyFans. See, there you go. Oh, yes, I saw T and I clicked. Oh, well, welcome, May. How are you? That's why I think it was Grayson. Yep, about why the Sister Squad broke up. The Sister Squad was ironic. They were basically an unofficial group. I mean, they were official enough to make it into YouTube Rewind with the name Sister Squad. Do you think the Dolan twins even follow Jeffrey on Twitter? I believe they all unfollowed each other. The Dolan twins made a video with Jeffrey right after. It was huge. Yeah. Well, and if you remember that in James's video, he shared that text message from Jeffrey where he said that Grayson was going to go on camera and tell everybody what happened. So, and I mean, the last video that the Sister Squad made together was that gingerbread house video, I believe, in December, right before Christmas. And then at the beginning of the year, like, they were like all done. You're the channel I never knew I was missing from my life. Oh, well, thanks, Laura. Peter made excellent response to when Trisha came out and said, Tati, you're 40, you're too old to be manipulated. Yeah, there's no age limit on manipulation at all. I mean, even think of like the people, like elderly people who get those scam phone calls that these people call and they talk to them, you know, for weeks at a time and drain their entire bank account. Okay, those people are in their 80s and people are gonna be like, oh, well, they're older, they don't understand. It's like, no, like these people that call and do that are manipulating them into like trusting them to give them their money. Like, are some of them, you know, maybe a little older and their memory's not the greatest? Yes, but not all of them. Like, there's no age limit on manipulation. You can be manipulated as a child, you can be manipulated as a teen, an adult, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. There's no age limit. So for people to constantly say you were an adult, you stop saying you were manipulated. Ashley Kyle Tati breaking her silence. Okay, I'll have to check it out. New video. Hey, Third Time Productions. Yeah, it's kind of victim blaming. Yeah, it's 100% victim blaming. Like saying like, oh, well, I'm sorry that you weren't smart enough to realize that somebody was manipulating you. No. If somebody is that good at manipulating you, you don't realize you're being manipulated until you get out of that situation or until you realize, hey, I'm being manipulated by this person. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the desk. I'm getting angry. So you can't say that. Like, Trisha, you just need to stop. Like, and it's like it's the same thing that works with you know, like anything. Like, you know, you could be manipulated by advertisers, you know, manipulated by like how cool like a TV commercial looks to watch the TV show. You can be manipulated, you know, to buy a product based off of the commercial. Like, you have to then sit and say like, okay, is this the product that I need, or am I, you know, do I just want it because of the commercial? And also, like, that can happen with products from your friends. Like, okay, do I need this new product that everybody else is buying because everybody else is buying it? So like, I want to get it because everybody else is getting it. So I want to be cool like everybody else. So I need to go buy this thing that everybody else has because everybody else has it. So, I mean, it even works in like those situations too. And when the Dolan twins and Emma made videos without James Charles, were born, and then Emma and the Dolan twins stopped making videos. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm like, I feel like there's more behind the scenes than what anybody's saying. I hope James finds someone who loves him for his money. I mean, he has plenty of people who love him for his money. He needs to find somebody who loves him for him. I'm sorry, but I don't trust Trisha. People are saying how her video made so much sense, and all I heard was that she went off about how old she was. Yeah. I mean, I get like some things that she pointed out in her video, but Trisha was not the person that should have been pointing them out. Peter is enjoying people being taken down a little too much for me. I prefer his blog channel. I haven't watched any of his new videos since all this happened. Obviously, I've been trying to keep up with everything as much as possible. Everybody knows Jeffrey manipulates now. Everybody thinking it's his prize. At the end of the day, he's still going to sell makeup because his formulas are killer. Yeah, I mean, people are always going to buy his products. And I've had people leave comments in my videos like, you know, I've known he's a terrible person for years, but I love his products because they're really good. If somebody else can make a product that do the exact same, then, you know, I'll go buy that. But for now, I'm just going to keep buying this. And I mean, some people, you know, they'll be able to do that. They'll separate the owner from the product. I mean, do we think that all these people that own all these companies that run the world are good people? No. Like, we all know that people have dirty hands. I mean, it comes out every year, somebody getting exposed for something. And like, you just choose to ignore that. And then if you wanted to do that, be like, okay, well, you go and you eat at McDonald's. You realize that that burger that you're buying is paying for maybe a manager at the store who says inappropriate things to his employees. It's paying for the franchise owner or the district manager who maybe has done sketchy things in their past, that it's paying for the regional supervisor's salary who is doing inappropriate things in their home to, family members. Like, anything that you purchase has consequences to, like, or has, it goes, not consequence, anything you purchase, that revenue goes towards people who aren't doing great things. That's just the way, unfortunately, that capitalism works. Because unless you're buying something from one person who owns their own private business, you are only supporting that one person. Anytime you buy from any kind of major chain, any kind of like franchise, anything, that money feeds its way up to the top. So it goes through hundreds, if not thousands of people, who not all those people are going to be great. I don't know a word for it, but it's called LOL. Like, at least donate your billions. Trisha even tries to manipulate people. Oh yeah, Trisha. I mean, Trisha is so good at trolling. Like, it's gotten to the point where, like, people think that her trolling is real. Like, she manipulates her audience. Like, anything that Trisha puts out, I don't believe. Anything that Trisha puts out, I am going to assume is one giant troll. Like, I am not looking past Trisha as anything but a giant troll for views. That's what her channel has been for years. But she's gotten so good at it that she's starting to make people believe, who haven't been watching her for years, that what she's doing is real. I live close to Nate, and there are a lot of shady businesses. I wouldn't be surprised if the logo thing was done by a business over. I mean, it could be. Oh, well, thanks, third time. Trish made a couple good points, shown in the page's last video. The problem is that she's a nutcase and has no credibility, right? Oh Lord, how to make sure. Hey, Price. Well, normally my lives are on Tuesday. We just moved it to Thursday because of Tati's video on Tuesday. And I live when Peter goes in on Trisha. I'll have to check it out. People have different morals. Yeah, that's true. The Dolan twins never talk about what happened with their past friend groups, so I literally don't think they'll speak up. I mean, we never know. It could come out at some point. Somebody wants to speak up. I'm guessing Jeffrey's punishment, or I guess Jeffrey's really pushing the foundation he was making so he can come out with cover all this everything shady. Oh no. No matter age but experience, which Hachi should have plenty of after all these many years in the environment. Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't mean that you can't be manipulated by somebody who's a master manipulator. I mean, Jeffrey is very good at manipulating people. Jeffrey has tried to hide the fact that he's an awful person. Hey, Marissa, welcome to the chat. Damien saying, I'm sure this is twice now. I gotta change my mind. Why do you guys think Morphe dropped Shane's palette but not Jeffrey? Because Jeffrey's if they drop Jeffrey's palettes and stuff, everything, they're going to lose tons of money. I mean, are they losing money off dropping the Shane palette? Absolutely. But everything right now is focused on Shane and not Jeffrey. That's why. If people would start going in on Jeffrey more and demanding that Morphe stop selling Jeffree Star cosmetics, then maybe they'll do it. But also Jackie Aina saying, like, I'm no longer doing my Morphe code anymore. I refuse to give money to a brand, that puts racist brands in their stores. I mean, I know that she's taken her code down. Gabriel's taken his code down. Nicole Concilio has taken her code down. I think somebody else has taken their code down. They're starting to, once they start to lose money, then they're going to reconsider. But it's not until they start to lose more money than what Jeffrey's bringing in that it's even going to matter. Because Shane and Jeffrey was split between the two of them. Yeah. Except maybe Never Again video, if you believed him. Oh, yeah. I mean, that video was... I mean, he was in drama like 2 days after that. This reminds me of Prince Philip and Epstein. Oh my God, you just hit so close to home for me. I love Jeffree Star so much. Even if it's the worst, how can I go back to overpriced makeup that isn't as good? Right, you're not gonna buy something that you don't like, that's not as good as the quality that you enjoy. So if you choose to buy his makeup, you choose to buy his makeup. I mean, that's nobody's decision but yours. But people also have to remember that like not everybody in all these companies are saints that they always think they are. I think you mean Prince Andrew. Okay. Trisha Smoke and Mirrors. Oh yeah. I haven't been impressed with the last few palettes Jeffree has launched. Sorry, but his lip liners are overpriced and aren't good. I mean, the Conspiracy palette obviously was hyped up, so that's why everybody bought it. But the only palette that like I've ever liked of his anyways was like the Thirsty palette because I just enjoyed the bright colors in it. I like bright colors. But I mean, all the other ones to me are just like me, whatever. MM is a true narcissist. Who's MM? I don't know who MM is. Trisha, the problem with Crying Wolf is that sometimes it actually goes down and you're gonna help it know exactly, Abby. 8:58, not sure what time you started. We started like 8 minutes late, so we'll go a little bit late today. How come I never heard of this YouTuber before? I don't know. Wait, does Jeffree own part of Morphe? Oh my God, I'm so behind. No, people are thinking that he does. I don't think that he does. I think when he said I'm invested in, I took it as like, you know, with my products in their store, I'm invested in making sure that this company does good because they sell my products. So obviously I want this company to be successful because the more successful this company is, the more stores they can open and more products of mine go to their own. What I want to know is what's going on with that Jeffree Star Cosmetics standalone store that's supposed to be coming out. I think it's in Brazil. I haven't seen anything about that pop up recently. It's nice to think, or it's nice to have all that money, and because the number one beauty guru, but you have no one to share it with. A dog can't tell the difference between a dollar tuna can and $100 dog food. Well, I mean, I know that he has his friends around him and stuff, but I mean, it's got to be hard for him. He says it's hard for him to find people to like go out with and like date and stuff because when you are a celebrity, unless you're dating somebody in like the YouTube space or like a celebrity space, most of the time you're going to always feel that this person's going to use you unless they have no idea who you are. I mean, are there people out there who don't know who James Charles are? Absolutely 100%. But anybody who's on social media that's around his age most likely is going to know who he is. Not saying everybody will, but I think that he needs somebody in the same, like, he doesn't have to be like the same field, like makeup wise, but he needs somebody that is like a high level YouTuber or like a celebrity in Hollywood, somebody who is famous in their own right. Otherwise, he's always going to feel like, okay, does this person really know who I am? Like, is this person just using me for my fame? Are they going to like try to like hook up with me and then like spill all the details? So I don't know, like, until he gets older, I think that that's going to be one of the biggest issues that he's going to go through. The only MM I can think of is Marilyn Manson. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if he bought some stock. And she's maybe lying as they won't find out. He might not have a huge percent of stock, but he may have bought some stock in it. I mean, that's true. I mean, he could have stock in the company. I thought your thought about Shane Dawson live chat about Tati. That was a mess. That live stream was a mess. Like, Ryland should have just took his phone out or took his phone away right away. But then Ryland didn't add to it by tweeting out all of his tweets either. He was just trying to instantly like call her out and discredit her, but in the end, it just made him look worse. I read a comment the other day on her Jeffree's new house tour that they said, "What a beautiful home to have alone in," and that hit, and nothing hit me harder. all that fortune. It's probably. Oh, are we talking about Jeffrey? Or are we talking about James? Sorry, I was talking about James. Maybe I'm like having a tangent and I'm not realizing what's going on. Why is he hugging and shaking hands with people that bought the blue car from no math? Because apparently, people don't care at all. I mean, he did that photo with the two girls while he was out driving around, and then, yeah, I don't know. Jeffrey owns the brushes. No. I don't think that people say if you buy Jeffree Sessions products, you're condone the reactions. Damn, then we'd have to keep the same energy for every company person we buy. Exactly, Kate. That's what I was talking about like earlier on my little tangent when I was saying like anytime you buy something from any kind of major corporation, like your money goes to all of those people. And there's not great people in all those corporations. I mean, especially if you're looking at like a huge thing that employs hundreds of thousands of people, there's going to be shady characters in every single company when you have that many employees. I do find Jeffrey personally entertaining. He's witty. The other three I find boring. Just my unpopular opinion. He's original, stays on brand. I love my Tati palette, and I have some of Jeffrey's older palettes. I won't be getting rid of them, just use them until they're done. Yeah, and that's the one thing I hate too is when I see people taking them and destroying them. Now, obviously, if they're expired, do what you want with them. But if it's a brand new palette that you just bought, don't throw it in the trash. Like, donate it, give it to a friend, take it to a women's shelter, something. There's plenty of people who can't afford makeup who would like to have it, and they just can't afford it. Like, donate it and make somebody else's day. Night, everyone. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Happy 4th of July. Night, vegan. Morphe isn't a publicly traded company. Morphe is owned by another company that's publicly traded. Thank you for everything. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Laura. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Have a happy 4th. Stay safe. I don't feel bad about having it. Just enjoy the shadows. Yeah. I think Shane thought if I look angry, I'm going to look innocent. No, it did not look good. Do you think Shane can recover? It's going to take a long time, but I'm sure he will. Jeffrey may have all that money. With that money, can't buy happiness. Well, that's very true. He's not on vacation. His private jet not bothered. Apparently not anymore, no. Jeffrey's a narcissist and needs therapy, but most narcissists won't change. That's very true. Cosmetic schools can use them for donations. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jennifer. Night, Kate. Have a great night. Oh my God, donate them. Yeah, exactly. Like, I can understand if they're expired, donate them, or expired, trash them, do whatever you want with them. But if they're still within, use for people, like, they can be sanitized and donated to people in need. There's no reason to like destroy them. Same thing with like, people who like burn merch or whatever, like drop it off to a charity. Don't like burn it or throw it in the trash. There's plenty of people who are in need that will take that merch. They don't care whose merch it is. Good night and hugs to everyone. All right, good night, Jenny. Just like you're saying there are shady / bad people in every company, there are good people that are work there too. Exactly. Yeah. So for people to say like, I'm not going to support this person because they're a terrible person, like, okay, I get it, like, especially, with Jeffrey, he's the CEO, but then, what about all the good people that work for his company that rely on that paycheck? It goes both ways. You support somebody who you think is an evil person, but then at the same time, you're also supporting the people that they pay who rely on that paycheck. So if you don't support that person because you're like, I'm going to cancel this person, then you're canceling all of those other people's pay. And so then he might have to start downsizing and all this. So I'm not saying go buy Jeffrey's products, but I mean, you have to remember that people rely on these jobs, and just canceling Jeffrey doesn't just cancel Jeffrey. That then in turn, like, Jeffrey's going to make plenty of money no matter what. Even if he loses half his sales, he's still going to be making plenty of money. What he's going to do in turn is fire 50% of his employees to make sure he's still making money. So it's his employees who really suffer the cost of everything. They might mean they'll be fine. I think if Logan Paul can come back from his Japan, I was gonna say Japanese trip, and I can't even read. From his Japan issue, Shane can come back. I don't get all the hate towards Shane. He owned and apologized. I don't hate him or Jeffrey. Nope, morals over makeup. Yeah, I see people destroying perfectly good makeup is killing me. I donated a lot of my makeup and that I didn't sell. Donate so it can be used. Yeah, obviously if it's expired, don't be donating that. But Logan came back. I thought he was looking. Oh no, Logan's been back for like years now. At this point, Jeffrey needs to say something. I wish I could afford his makeup, but I have family and bills, so yeah. Logan has a podcast. Yeah, I don't think he's doing much YouTube, but he's he's got his podcast and everything. But okay, everybody, that takes us to our 2-hour mark. So we're going to go ahead and cut our Tea Talk Thursday off, which is normally on Tuesdays. We should be back on our regular scheduled program next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central. So definitely subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified next time I go live. And then also next time that I post my new video. I also do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you want to come and follow me on Twitch, if you don't have the app is free, and it is free to follow on Twitch as well. You don't have to pay anything. It's just something different. We'll watch other people's videos. We'll play video games, all that fun stuff. So you can come and follow me over there. I have the link down in the description for that. Just twitch.tv/BruceAllen14, or you can go to BruceAllen14.com and follow me there. But I think that's everything. So thanks everybody for coming to hang out, and everybody have a safe and happy 4th of July. Wash your hands, enjoy time with your family, be safe, and I will see you guys all next time. All right, bye everybody.